We are planning to achieve FIRE in 2024. How are we going to do that? By having a plan and setting our goals. So we did that in 2021. Today we're going to let you know how we did, which ones we hit, which ones we missed, and going forward, what our new goals are for 2022. So stick around and we'll let you know how we're going to achieve FIRE in 2024.
There are so many things that I want to cover on this video, and I'm going to go straight to the point. If you are curious about, there are some links that you can take a look and see how we were on the previous update back in May 2021. As we do record this video in December 2021, that's the final update, and here's what we did. The first goal was to invest $100,000. This goal, it was
achieved. But not where we thought.
How did we achieve the $100,000? We wanted to invest $20,000 in our RSP, which we did. We actually invested $30,000. The second one was to invest $30,000, not to invest, to get as capital gains $30,000 from swing trade. Did we achieve that?
No.
No.
Yes and no.
Can you explain?
So Jean likes to do swing trades. We're going to keep this super quick. So Jean likes to do swing trades. We were up and over the 30,000 mark in November when we decided to try one last one for the year. And that one didn't go as planned. That was with Lightspeed. So we actually realized a capital loss on this particular trade, which meant that we did not achieve that $30,000.
If you're curious about, go and take a look on our community tab so you can see how we are progressing with those swing trades. The third bucket that we had was to invest $30,000 in our Smith maneuver. If you are not familiar with the Smith maneuver, we are using the equity of our home to invest. The goal was to invest $30,000. We actually doubled that. We did invest $60,000. And last but not least,
well, last but not least, where we originally thought that we were going to receive the last $20,000 was from hacking our house. So renting out a 3-bedroom unit that we also have in this house. That didn't happen. COVID and a bunch of other factors weighed in, and we didn't actually rent that unit at all last year. So we didn't actually receive $20,000 from renting the house. However, we did receive money from Jean's corporation. We were able to put into our investments. So it didn't come from the original sources we believed it would. However, we did actually achieve that $100,000 mark. The second goal was to reduce Jean's car loan by half.
We did not achieve that at all. Still remain as is. You are just basically making the bi-weekly contributions. Up to now, I guess it's just below 15,000.
Yeah.
Stick to the 2022 goals and we'll go back to this point.
Spoiler
but we
alert.
did not achieve the goal for 2021. The third goal, it was to reach $25,000 per year in dividends. Did we achieve that? Heck no.
No. But that's okay because we did a lot of reorganization of our investments this year. Not to say that we would have achieved that if we had left everything alone, but we would have been a heck of a lot closer to it. But we reinvested into some ETFs that really pay very minimal distributions, but they're more of a growth play for us. So, but I think we're still on track. We're right around $18,000 a year.
The fourth goal was to reach $400,000 in travel rewards points. We were able to do this without any problems at all. So we are good to go on this point. And number 5, up front, we did not reach. It was to write 52 blog posts on our website, which is firegoal.com. We didn't do that at all. We were basically excited about YouTube.
Concentrated here.
We put the blog away, but hopefully we are going to be able to do that in 2022. So that's a summary of 2021, some of the things that we did achieve and some of the things that we did not achieve. Are we happy? Yes. Can we make it better?
Oh yeah, there's always room for improvement, right?
That's 2021 in a nutshell. Now let's focus on 2022 and what we wanted to achieve. As Christine did mention before, and by the way, we did not introduce ourselves. My name is Jean.
I'm Christine.
We are in Toronto, Canada, and our financial independence goal, it is gonna be January the 1st, 2020.
4.
4. 2 years away. Lots of work to do. Speaking of goals, here's what we are planning to achieve in 2022.
First one is we have reorganized, not really a goal, but just kind of setting it all up for the year. We've reorganized our asset allocation. Originally, we had it 50% Canadian, 30% US, and 20% international. We've kind of not scrapped that, but now we are going to be 50% Canadian, 50% international. Now that 50% international is going to include the US, but the reason we did that is we've sold out of a couple of our ETFs and consolidated into some other ones that include the US, so we can't really split out the international exposure quite as much. So.
Yes, and thanks to you. And this one that Christine is talking about, that's XAW.
Let's get straight to the goals for 2022. Goal number 1 is?
I don't know, let's take a look. Side hustles. We are planning to achieve by the end of 2022 $50,000 on side hustles. When we say side hustles, everything that we do. We do have the home here in Toronto where we wanted to rent upstairs, so it's part of it. We have a condo in Brazil that it's ready to rent. It's actually rented.
Yeah. First renter's coming.
First renter is coming at the beginning of January, so this is another income that you are gonna have. On top of that, Christine does flip furniture. It's another side hustle that we have. Last but not least, we have the swing trades that I'm planning to do in 2022. And guess what? 2022 is going to be the year that we will be monetized on YouTube. We are not that far away. I'm not counting on that. This is not the main goal. All that we wanted to do is to share with you our journey to financial independence, but we are excited about that.
Yeah, and we didn't reach it last year, but goal number 2 is to achieve that $25,000 in dividend income for the entire year. So that's going to come from, the dividends mainly come from our 2 margin accounts and our 2 TFSAs. Yeah. Our RRSPs are basically strictly ETFs and growth related. So 25,000 from our 2 margin accounts and our 2 TFSAs will really set us up for 2023.
And by the end of 2022, we also wanted to have one liability only. And that liability is the home here in Toronto. That's actually where we are. We do have 2 other liabilities, the condo in Brazil and the car loan. By the end of 2022, we are gonna get rid of those 2 and only have the house. Yeah. And by the way, you can see our progress as we are moving along, taking a look on that playlist, where we just share our net worth updates. Another goal that we have is to offer you a better service. That's our goal. And if you have been following our journey to financial independence on this channel, when we did start back in January 2021, I had some time and I was going through the previous videos that we created. First of all, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, we were great.
Not that much. But thank you, because you guys are amazing. The quality of the audio was terrible. I hope it is a little bit better now, but all that we want is to share our journey to financial independence. If you have not subscribed yet, this might be a good opportunity for you. Every weekend we post a new video in our financial independence journey. So thank you very much, and that's our goal, to offer you a better service.
Yeah, I mean, so just a side note here, the whole point of financial independence is to be able to pursue the stuff that really you enjoy. And we've kind of found that YouTube is really fun for us. Yep. So even though we're on this journey to financial independence and to save money and all this kind of stuff, you still have to spend a little bit on the things that bring you pleasure and joy in life. And that's what Jean's been doing this year. Not a lot, but a little bit. Mm-hmm. And it's fun, right? It's fun to see his face because he gets all giddy about the techiest little things like these little gadgets here. He's so excited.
Investment on you, because anyway, you deserve.
Yeah, so this journey is meant to be fun. You're meant to enjoy it as well as in saving and investing and all that great stuff. But you have to have fun doing it. If not, it's not worth it, I don't think.
Yeah, and the funny part, not the funny part, and we are not by the time that we achieve fire in 2024, we are not going to stop the
No.
channel, right? It's just a new phase, because if we have, as we have been following our journey, by the time that we reach fire, what is going to happen once we do reach fire? What about the money that we are investing in? So that's something that we think it's going to be important, so we can always keep track and see how we are doing.
You guys are coming on the road.
Yes, you better do.
Next goal that we have, goal number 5 for the year, is to achieve yet another $400,000 of travel-related points. The reason we're trying to build up as many travel points, whether they're airline miles or hotel stay nights, is really to help offset costs into our FI journey. Our goal is to be able to travel full-time, basically, slow travel the world and live different places. But coming from North America, it's a little expensive to get to these places. So trying to offset some of that cost with some travel rewards points. So we're doing that on our way there due to our daily spends and all that kind of stuff.
That is correct.
I actually have one more goal. Jan doesn't really know about this one because it's not even on our little list here, but
Surprise.
yeah. And this is something we talked about all year last year and we never did it ever. So goal number 6, it may not be an investment related goal or accumulating points and all that kind of stuff, but I think it's far more important. We have no wills. So this year, our very first goal is going to be making an appointment with a lawyer, sitting down and going through everything and setting that up so that nobody wants to think about it, but God forbid something were ever to happen, it's all ready for the other person and our families that they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, we know there is an option to do it online, but I think in our case it's a little bit different. First of all, from my accent, you know that I'm not, that I was not born in Canada, so I'm originally from Brazil and my family lives down there. We don't have any kids and we have, of course, our family here. I also have the corporation that I am using as an investment as well, right? So it's a little bit more complicated.
tricky.
Yeah, and that's why we need to actually go and talk to a lawyer and see how we are going to do. The condo in Brazil, it's another one. So there are so many factors that we cannot do using an online service.
But we know plenty of people that have. So if your life is a little bit more straightforward than ours, then that is definitely a very good option. Just as long as it gets done, I think that's the most important part. Okay, that's it. No more surprise goals.
No more surprise. Thank you very much.
So enough about us. Right now, we're going to kind of turn it back onto you, and we're going to kind of talk about 3 things that you can focus on starting the year off right in order to begin or continue your financial independence journey. So step 1, or the first one, is kind of split into 2. It's really, you need to take a look and analyze your debt. Where is your debt? What type of debt is it? Is it high interest consumer debt? Is it tax deductible investment debt? A lot of this needs to be figured out because you need to pay off that high interest rate debt as soon as possible because it is sucking your money away. Second one that you need to do sort of simultaneously is really start looking at your finances and where your money is going. So start tracking your money. You don't need to budget necessarily right at the beginning, but it's very important that you are aware of where you're spending each dime because it takes a lot to earn that money. So you need to be aware of where it's going. Once you're aware of where it's going, you realize where you're overspending and where you can maybe dial it back a little bit, add more to some debt repayment or more to your investments, depending where you are. Maybe you don't have debt. I don't know.
There's a video here that I'm going to link where we did share how we paid back in 2019. Step number 2, you got to go and make more money, right? It's as simple as that. We do have good incomes, but if our goal is to retire in 2024, we have to make more money.
Yeah, it's a short turnaround.
It's a short turnaround. We don't have a lot of time to do the things that we need to do, and we need to make more money. So what are we doing? We are
working our butts off.
Working our, yeah. Thank you.
Really?
That's what it is. At the end of the day, from 9 to 5 that we work, even though Christine works on shifts, but our 9 to 5 jobs are just part of what we do. By the time that we get home, there's 2 more hours or 3 more hours of work, not even including the weekends, right? So that's what you need to do. And if you don't know where to start, share in the comments below. This is the community that we wanted to build up and say, here's what I was thinking. Does that make sense or not? If you don't want to share publicly, that's fine. Send us an email as well. So all that we can do is to help. keep in mind, we are not financial advisors. We are just willing to, to offer you a hand because we have received so many from you guys and we always need to pay it back.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a side hustle either where you're earning more money. A lot of people don't realize you can actually walk up to your employer and ask them for more money. You can ask for a raise. You are all very valuable to your employers. So sit down, have that conversation, sell yourself to your employer. You never know. You may just get that raise and then you're making an extra couple dollars an hour and that's going to add up too at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So the third one is you might be sitting there thinking, okay, that's great. You guys make decent incomes. You have the money to invest. I don't have that much to invest. It really doesn't matter how much you have to start. The simple fact is that you start investing in yourself and your own future. And little by little, that's all going to add up. It's going to start compounding. And you're going to start realizing that as you pay down that debt or as you start scaling back in some of the other areas, you have more money. What you choose to do with that money is completely up to you. But if you turn around and start investing that, it's just going to grow and grow and compound. And it's going to actually amaze you by the end of the year, 2 years, 3 years down the road, how much you're actually able to save and invest. So that's our plan for 2022. And that's just some of the ideas that we came up with to maybe see if we can help you guys along your own journey or your own way. Let us know if you have any more. Put them in the comments down below. We love hearing all of your new ideas and some suggestions for everybody is always helpful.
Yeah.
And just before we go, we wanted to say a huge thank you to Michelle and her daughter. They sent us a great message on Instagram the other day. It's always lovely to hear from all of you, and it's a little touching that you and your daughter watch the videos together. So thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing from you guys again.
I hope that you're well. We hope that you're safe, and you're seeing our next video in 2022. No, this one is actually 2022. The second video of 2022.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Not where we thought. The first topic was to invest
20.
Yeah. We are able to do this and we normally do through travel hacking and credit cards, like with the bonuses once we do what? Once we do...
Meet the minimum spends.
Yeah. On YouTube, you are good to go. But going back...
You didn't say it was blog posts.
Yeah. Goal number 5. Good. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah, I hope so. And I hope it's still recording.
Why wouldn't it be recording?
I don't know.
You say that every time. It's still recording. Yeah. Look at that.
Good.
Oh, Chrissy sent a message.
I told her that.